Hello, hi, salam, or namaste. Welcome to MQM 24/7. This case is about an influencer, a YouTuber, Gomakkad Lali, who arrived in Goa a couple of months ago, had no review, had no formal complaints filed at the local police station, had not even boarded that taxi which she complained about, and blatantly labeled an entire profession mafia. She calls honest, hardworking taxi drivers taxi mafia. The South Goa Taxi Union has filed a formal defamation complaint at the Vasco Police Station against this YouTuber Gomakkad Lali for labeling them as the mafia.
आधी रात में मैंने अपनी दोस्त को फोन लगाया, प्लीज मुझे गोवा के टैक्सी माफिया से बचा ले। मेरी दोस्त भारत की सबसे खूबसूरत जगह कोंकण के एक छोटे से गांव से। अब ऐसी जगह से बुलावा है और मैं ना जाऊँ तो पाप लगेगा। पर एक समस्या है, गोवा से 130 किलोमीटर दूर उसका घर है, पर रास्ता गोवा ही है। फ्लाइट लैंड होती जैसे मैं गोवा एयरपोर्ट से बाहर निकली, उसके घर तक का यहाँ से कैब का 10,000 रूपए लगेगा। 10,000? मैंने मेरी फ्रेंड को कॉल लगाया और एक ही बात कही, अगर तू मुझे पहले बता देती तेरे घर तक के आने के लिए रोडवेज, ऑटो रिक्शा कुछ नहीं मिलता, बहन मैं कभी ना आती। हवाई जहाज वाले भी इतना नहीं लूटते जितना ये गोवा के टैक्सी माफिया वाले। फिर उसने सेम वही टैक्सी मेरे लिए 4500 की बुक कर दी। क्यों भाई, क्यों अत्याचार करते हो टूरिस्ट के ऊपर? ना आए को आप बता दो, बाय रोड गोवा से 3 से 4 घंटे लगेंगे निवेदित।
Well, MQM 24/7 has gone on ground and is now getting you live on ground reports, interviews of taxi drivers from the very end to end of the entire state of Goa. Hear them out, what they have to say and the kind of troubles that they have to go on ground, just basis online reviews, feedbacks of influencers who have not even experienced the entire taxi service, which they are calling as mafia. Hear them out in the next clip of what these taxi drivers have to go through because of these unfair labels of being called the mafia.
My name is Albert Rodriguez. I'm from Siolim and I've been driving the taxi for past 25 years. The drastic change I can feel today is that there is a lot of contradiction happening between the normal taxi and the app taxi. The government has introduced the app, but the thing is that without taking the normal taxi drivers and the owners into confidence. It's a very big shame for us. Although this is supposed to be discussed at the ground level, but it has never happened. And directly government has come with this app culture. And now the biggest hardship is, since there is the conflict of the prices, we are unable to handle this kind of situations. Only the problem is here is the pricing of the normal taxi as per the gazetted rate is totally differing from the normal taxi and the app taxi, which has to be changed by the government. And government is blindfoldedly unable to do anything but blindfoldedly watching us. But the suffering end is we, and we are like the victims of today. Although we are the locals, still we are facing like a victim. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Moses. This is our local taxi driver from Arambol. I'm here to say that I'm a local taxi driver from Arambol, and I have lots of hardships in my business, like in the taxi business. Government is not listening to us anything. First of all, the main thing is the government is not respecting our Goan culture. Mostly when you come out from the airport and all, we see the different hoardings. It has supposed to be like a Goan culture. It is different. They say casinos, all these other lobbies, they are promoting. We are not promoting our taxi business. हांव एक लोकल टॅक्सी कार आरांबोलचो हांव इतलें सांगूंक सोदता की लोकां गव्हर्मेंट आमकां गोंयकारांक प्रमोट करूंक सोदिना गव्हर्मेंट फकत भायलो लॉबी हाडून आमचें गोंयचें लोकल लायव्हलीहूड कवर करूंक सोदता.
गुड इव्हनिंग. आय एम फ्रॉम केरी. माय नेम इज सचिन. मी तुम्हाला एकच सांगू इच्छितो, कारण मी आता गेल्या 20 वर्ष गाडी चालवतो, पण मला जो आता अनुभव आलेला आहे या गाडीबद्दल तो फारच वाईट. कारण जे ॲप आलेले आहेत त्या ॲपने आमचे पुरीची वाढ लावून ठेवलेली आहे. आम्हाला चान्सेस नाही. आम्ही गव्हर्नमेंटला सांगून हरलो, पण गव्हर्नमेंट आम्हाला काहीच हेल्प करत नाही. म्हणून आमचा एवढा आम्हाला राग आलेला आहे, पण आम्ही त्याच्याबद्दल काय करू शकत नाही. थँक्यू.
Hi, I am Victor Fernandez from South Goa. Today is my message loud and clear for all the world, because every influencer are coming to Goa and giving us a tech, a mafia. So please stop this calling us mafia. We are not mafia. We are self-employed people who are working for our own families. We are running our own families. We are not doing some other business. We are just giving a good education for our children. We are working on our family. So not call us a mafias. We are not mafias. Because this message, when you call us mafias, we also have the family. We have the children. So when they go to the schools, their friends have been calling them your father is a mafia. So it's big effect on our children. We are trying to bring up our children in a good education, to give a good education for our children. But they are, because of this kind of things, because the social media is now the big platform nowadays in the state.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jonathan. I'm from Mapsa, Goa. Now, these days, you all must be seeing on most of the social medias that different influencers come to Goa and they take a reel saying that all taxi drivers are mafia and they overcharge and all. See, we are not overcharging anyone. We are going according to the gadget rates. And according to the gadget rates, now this conflagration is why. It is only because there are some apps which the government is promoting and the apps are going below the gadgeted rates. So that is the thing we are having a problem. And since Goa is not a metro city, it's a small state. So we drop only just from our stand to the airport, or if the hotel and all give us pickup, we go there to pick up a guest. Or if any of the guests anytime call us for their pickup, they send their ticket to us and we go for their pickup. We never overcharge anyone, and most of our business is running on guest relationship. So many of the customers also know, but I see that somewhere the influencers just give us a tax like mafia, and I feel very bad since I'm a Goan and we elect the ministers and all and get. But the ministers whom we elect, even they don't support us. They also don't give any remark or no any case and all be done. Or they never be questioned also, like why are you giving these tags? Many a times we go below the gadgeted rates also. But there are many time customers who come to Goa. They come to Goa, they spend their money and while going they say, भाई हम लोग के पास पैसा थोड़ा कम है, इस बार आप थोड़ा ये करना, कुछ कंसेशन लेना, हम लोग अगली बार आएंगे तभी आपका नंबर लेके हम आप लोग को कॉल करेंगे. And second thing also what I'm noticing is like the beauty of Goa, which has to be shown, like the trees, the forest, then the beaches, the temples, churches, these all things are not being shown. But once you come out of the airport, till you reach your hotel or till you reach your destination, you can see everywhere this is only of casinos. Request the government to please support us. And when this tech come on Goa, it's not only the taxi drivers who are coming in this bad remark, but it's the entire Goa.
Okay, my name is Valencio Savio Gois and I'm from South Goa. Today, I came personally to meet the press media, the social media journalist, Miss Mishra, and I would like to give a message for the world and the Indian domestic influencers. Don't give this type of false allegation to the Goans because it's our bread and butter. Our family is surviving on this. Mrs. Rupali, you have to apologize with the entire Goans. It's a message from the entire Goan taxi owners and drivers as well. So don't give the false allegations and don't give the wrong message to the world because it's affecting our tourism. Because only the source of income of the coastal belt and most of the villages also are dependent on the tourism. Today, when these the aggregators guidelines were influenced in Goa, before that, one of the aggregators that the name as the Photo Miles was introduced in Goa, we have done a lot of allegation, lot of protest. Entire Penjim was, Azad Maidan was protested with the entire senior leaders of the taxi union, like Bappa Kargonkar, our main leader, Mogambo, Yogesh, Rohan Kanolkar, then Rohan Banti, Sanjay Kole from South Goa, the Vinci from Kavilosi, from Utoda, Zuze from Varka, and rest all the taxi drivers of Goa were supporting for this protest. But what happened? Government didn't support us. But when they came to know that it was introduced as a photo miles, suddenly the Goa Tourism Department, who is known as the godfather of the builder lobby, Mr. Movin Gujino, who is the transport minister, he gave the baptism to the photo miles and he introduced this taxi aggregator as a Goa Miles in Goa. So he is the one of the main culprit who is spoiling the taxi business in Goa. He wanted to get all the builder lobby in Goa. Today, after Movin Gujino has opened the aggregator guidelines of the Goa Miles, suddenly the tourism minister, Mr. Rohan County, he came into the picture, into the influence that he need to open one more app, which is called as a Goa Taxi app. So both the apps were running. Suddenly, one more godfather has entered in this movie. He is the chief minister of Goa. He would like to introduce as the jail app. So there are 3 different apps, but right now presently working only 2 different apps. Is there something shaky, hidey? Or is it your tongues are working? I think so the pen and paper is not working. Only the tongues are working. I think so they are doing these apps only for the election basis and to finish the entire livelihood of the Goa people, and they want to get the builder lobby because without the commission, without the bank balance, nobody can do anything. Why the normal person or just a normal person cannot open the aggregators and they cannot publish the aggregators? Why only the ministers has the authority? So I would like to request both the ministers of Goa, Mr. Movin Gujino, who is known as the transport minister, and the transport minister, the apps should be vanished from Goa because they don't have a transparency. To get a transparency, you all have told us to install the digital fare meters. We came on the digital fare meters. Who is the culprit now? If we use the digital fare meters, tourists are telling we don't want this digital fare meters. We want a government gadget rate. Government gadget rate is 30 rupees per kilometer. But still, given this rate, which was used for the influencer, Rupali, 30 rupees a kilometer, it was calculated into 300 kilometers, it comes unto 9,000. Then the 1,500 is the driver's night charge because she has traveled in the midnight. Then there is a special permit tax to cross the border of the Goa because she didn't travel in Goa. And she has done a false allegation from one end to the second end of the Goa. That was not there. She traveled from Goa to Maharashtra, not at the second end, but outside the Goa. And rest of the influencers, don't play with our sentiments and don't play with our tourism because it's affecting our livelihood. There are a lot of influencers in Goa, young youth, young generation, lot of people who running the social media channels, influencers, YouTubers. But today they are not doing anything wrong. And I request the Chief Minister of Goa and the Transport Minister and the Tourism Minister to take a strict action, deport her, get her in Goa, and we want her to apologize, and her YouTube channel and the social media channel should be stopped within as soon as possible. This is a clear message from all the Goa taxi brothers, as the taxi owners and as the taxi drivers. We are all the taxi drivers from across the state of the Goa, and we want to give a clear message for the tourism department and the tourism and the people who are coming down to Goa as a domestic tourist and international tourist. We are all the taxi drivers from across the state of the Goa, and we want to give a clear message for the tourism department and the people who are coming down to Goa as a domestic tourist and international tourist. Just be cooperative because we are good, we are soft. And thanks for the Mishma madam for the MQM channel.
Hi, good evening. I'm Siddesh Bandekar from South Goa, taxi driver. Before, as you see, we addressed some points. The issues was like impacting our taxi local livelihoods. The taxi aggregator apps which has been running, exciting apps is running in Goa, also affecting us very badly, especially not in the towns but also in the village. I would like to ask Mr. Movin Sir, Gudino Transport Minister, as you launched this Goa Miles, if it was for Goa people, then why these people, taxi drivers, are coming on the road? For sure, must be there is some fishy going in this. I don't think so. This app is like running taxi Goan people's livelihoods, but it seems like your bank balance is running up, getting higher. Like, if you say this app is for Goan people, can you check the domiciles inside? How many Goan people are there? I think the government should have a look on this because this influences the app and everything is really taking our business. The local taxi drivers, which we say the ambassador of the Goa, the taxi drivers. The first impressions, as I always say, the first impression of the guest is taxi driver who goes nicely with a smile to pick up the guest from the airport, shows the beauty of the Goa and drop him back to the airport. Like, I even request all the guests who are coming in the Goa, like you can see like the beautiful faces around you now, especially the taxi drivers. Please respect each and one, the workers. Give them a respect, at least what they deserve, and not give them a label like aggressive mafias or that kind of things. Yeah, I wish you a lovely vacation when you come in Goa. See you around all these taxi beautiful faces. And please, government, I would like to request a humble request from all the Goan taxi drivers. As we said before, we provide you what we want, exactly the transparency rate we are asking it for, rather than getting these miles and kind of apps in Goa and disturbing the livelihoods of the taxi drivers, which make them to come on the road today. We are the one who elect you peoples voting and getting this government form, and today you see the guys, the Goan people are forced to come on the road because it's not happening.
I want to give this message to all our Goan people especially, because the Goan people know very well how Goan taxi drivers are earning. And first of all, I want to tell the people are giving a different tax. So how we are bringing our cars, we don't have a lot of money, but we are taking a loan, or we are keeping our gold in the bank and taking the loans and taking the cars. First of all, when the tourism had entered, we had brought a car, we had taken a cars, small non-AC cars. Now AC, after that, the cars we brought as AC cars. Now we reached to the Krista, the high-end cars. So the rates are very high. So we have a permit of like government only the 10 years. Within the 10 years, we have to cover up.
The Goan taxi drivers work on government-approved, gazetted rates with electronic meters, as you have seen in today's clips. And all of the taxi drivers across the state of Goa denounce this label of being called mafia. This YouTuber, Rupali Dikshit, better known as Ghumakkad Lali online, has the audacity to label an entire profession as mafias. What is the mafiagiri that she experienced? She did not even take that taxi. Was she assaulted? Was she threatened? As you have seen in today's on-ground report by MQM 24/7, these are the views of the taxi drivers, of different associations, of actual drivers driving taxis across the state of Goa. These kind of unfair labels are not going to be tolerated by a profession that continues to work hard, that has followed every norm of the government, that has followed gazetted rates stated by the government. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay tuned in to MQM 24/7 as we continue to track this developing story. Jai Bharat, Jai Innovation.